What if you could find out exactly what kind of customers purchase certain products or services down to their age, their gender, where they discover these products and services, as well as which markets are the best for these products and services, right? So, hey, what up, decisive marketers? It's Henry here, and today what we're going to be doing is we are going to deep dive into Relyft. It's a audience research tool, and it's going to help you in many ways if you don't have any information about a particular audience, right? So if you don't run the business, or you don't have any existing customers at all, then this is going to help you, give you some kind of insight so that you can create so that you can uncover these perfect customers for yourself. So before I dive into Relief, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you like to see more digital marketing and e-commerce content, right? So here we go. Right, so here we are in Relief. This is the dashboard right here, right? And all you need to do, pretty much enter in what kind of keywords that you want, and you can filter it down to the language that you want. They support quite a lot of languages in here, and you can choose the country that you want right here. And in fact, you can even some of them you can even narrow it down to like the different states as well, right? So for example, if I for me it would be Singapore, so that's that, right? So I've already done a research of a product that I sell, so that we don't have to wait for the audit to be complete, right? So right here we have one that I've just created this report about 5 hours ago. Okay, so as you can see here, so I put in the location Singapore, and anytime you want to refresh the information, just click on this button right here. Okay, so the top categories, so these people, they are interested in social media, they're interested in streaming, online TV, emails, search engines, and these are the kind of top keywords that the same kind of audience they are targeting. They are sort of competitors are sort of targeting them as well, which is Amazon Prime, pressure monitor, and Omron, right? So this is the keyword right here. Okay, and it's going to tell me what is the top social media. So most of the traffic is coming in from YouTube. This is the most popular social media for this type of products or information, right? And then LinkedIn, and then Facebook, right? So that's the sort of the best is, most of them are going to be on YouTube, then some of them on LinkedIn, and then Facebook. Okay, so next is the key trends. So most of it is on web. That means people are searching online on search engines, right? Okay, and then any suggested keyword they'll put in inside here. What is the most frequently asked question, right? So what's the most accurate type of blood pressure monitor for home use, I guess? What's the best quality? Which arm should you monitor blood pressure? How reliable are home blood pressure monitors? It's going to give you the trend as well. You can see right here, and if you want to, you can zoom out, you can zoom in. That's how you look at this, right? And it's sort of giving a daily trend, I think, right? Yep, so there's like a daily trend right here, and you can see how things are moving up and down. Sometimes there's some news. Sometimes YouTube is a lot more popular. Maybe there's a new video that goes up, right? Otherwise, most of the sort of buyers are on the web search itself. Okay, so next you can jump into the demographics, so you can see that the makeup of the gender. So most of it is male. So male has 56.6%, while female has 43.4%. Okay, I mean, it's not like heavily geared towards one direction. It's a non-gender kind of product, right? Okay, and then next you have the traffic share. So organic, it's 80%, and then paid is about 20%, right? So that means organic traffic is still getting most of the sort of traffic coming in, and then paid is about 20%. Okay, so and then this gives you a the traffic, the audience that you can anticipate that they will 55% of them will bounce, and then they're gonna stay on the page for about 2 minutes or so, and they'll visit about 3 pages if they don't bounce. And most of the most of the buyers are in the 25 to 34 age range. Marketing channel, of course, organic search is the most, and then followed by direct, and then paid search. Okay, and these are what they are interested in. Like maybe they're interested in Malay content, internet tools, online, Google apps, news, and all that, right? So it's pretty much like a general population, I would say. And then the social presence, as it was previously, so some Reddit, some WhatsApp as well. So, I mean, most people probably don't talk about blood pressure monitor on WhatsApp, but there is some. Okay, and then you can see like the country overview. So this means the audience engages in conversation with other individuals based on their nationality. Okay, so basically what happens is that when people are talking about blood pressure monitor, where they will be talking to someone, 45% of the time they'll be speaking to someone from Singapore, and then 16% of the time they'll be speaking to someone from United States, right, and India and others, right? So that's kind of how the makeup is. Okay, and sentiment analysis. Okay, so uh, so if it's a positive number, it means that it's a positive sentiment, and then if it's a negative score, it's a negative sentiment. So this is a positive sentiment right here. Right, next we can look at the text insights. So these are the kind of phrases that's been used. So most people will talk about blood pressure, pressure monitor, blood pressure monitor. So those are the phrases that's used. These are the words that's being used most often, and certain keywords in the bio of people talking about this kind of content, they would have hue, care, news, ing, uh, medical, website, live, provide. So these are the kind of sort of words that you might want to use as well to get attention from your audience. Next, you have hashtags that's being used. So Team GB, Benedictine, Anglican, Picanso, blood pressure monitors, clinical home use recommended. So those are the hashtags used. Next is the cost per click keywords, right? So, a lot of them will run on Amazon, Amazon Prime, blood pressure monitor, Omron, NTUC, Amazon SG, Omron blood pressure monitor, right? So just for information, those of you who are much more global, NTUC and FairPrice are supermarkets, right? And they do sell this product as well. Okay, so that will give you some ideas in terms of the CPC keywords, and then what kind of websites that these people read from, right? So publisher wise, they spend a lot of time on uh, hardwarezone.com.sg, live.com, YouTube, Shopee, Healthline, okay, Amazon.com, Noji, Powder Kwai Wei Xin Chin. So not really sure what this is, but you can click on view and it's going to take you to the website, which is some kind of tech related website, I guess, right? It has to do with like HTML5 and CSS. Okay, and then Noji, I'm not really sure what this is as well. I mean, I've come across the website once. Okay, so I guess this is some kind of review or deal site. Okay, so that's probably like when they're researching, when they're reading about the health related, like your blood pressure monitor, so they will be on Healthline. Okay, so this is good for you because you know that these are the top 8 publishers. If you're going to be running Google Display Network ads, I would target these channels, right? Okay, because this is where your audience are going to be, and of course your top websites, they're going to be on Google, mail.google.com, so you can run GDN ads here as well, right? Health.com, if they have some kind of AdSense, right? So you can exploit that. Okay, outbound links, so these let's see what. So when they research on something, they go on to a different website. This is where they go to link.sg, right? I'm not really sure what that is. Never been there before. So let's check this out. So okay, it's NTUC link points. Okay, so yeah, so it's like a sort of points that you can, when you purchase stuff, you can exchange them for something, right? So that's where they go on to, right? Mercury Drug, Omron Healthcare, Lazada, right? Unity, things like that. Okay, next is referral links. Let's see. Okay, so they get referred from pages like this, like Genius, uh, okay, like Genius link. So they probably, like on YouTube, they click on the affiliate link, a link shortener, I guess, right? Or they come from tina.com.sg, Bazaar Voice, omron.com, Tech Radar, right? And then these are competitors. Okay, these are the competitors right here. Right, next is hidden gems, which is basically influencers that have content around maybe blood pressure monitor related information, right? Okay, next you have podcast. So no podcast, so if there's any podcast that talks about blood pressure monitor, it's going to appear in here as well. Okay, so that's going to give you some insights of the the audience that you're working with, right? The next feature, which is pretty new right here, you can see the badge in there that says new. That is the listener function, right? This listener function, so same thing, you can just type the keyword, filter the language and the country, then listen now. So I've already created this about 38 minutes ago. Okay, so basically what this is sort of like a keyword research tool. Okay, so it's going to tell you like what kind of keywords are better to aim, and which one has maybe a bit more competitive as well. This is going to give you all this information, right? So the first one is all the keywords. Okay, all keywords in there. Next you have suggested keywords. Okay, so these are the ones that you may want to go for. Okay, and then the questions that people ask in here. Okay, and then the comparison. Okay, so this is like comparison kind of keywords, like blood pressure monitor, Omron. It could be, they could be comparing between different models of blood pressure monitor, something like that. Okay, then preposition, so this ones, they are sort of, I guess they have the intention to purchase. And then related keywords, and you could maybe even watch certain keywords in here. Okay, so right here, uh, it's these will be the these will be the keywords, and you can filter down these keywords as well. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so I think there's a bit of a small issue with the UI. So this part here, CPC, H bit and L bit. Let me just try to refresh, right, and maybe it might fix the issue. Okay, so I guess it's fine now. Okay, so right here you can see the trend line right here. Okay, so this is the trend line. So what happens is that in the you can choose the topic itself, so you can sort of filter down these keywords. You can also click on intent. So intent has high intent. uh like they are, these kind of keywords, they are more likely to purchase, so those are high intent. And then pre-purchase, so these ones will be like they are researching, they're not really gonna buy yet, sort of kind of intent. And then next is post-purchase, they already purchased the product, but then they are looking up information about it. So it will be things like this. As you can see, blood pressure monitor not working, blood pressure monitor warranty registration, problems troubleshooting, right? So those are the post purchase, right? And then comparison, so they'll be comparing kind of different keywords, okay, sorry, different products, okay. That will be the comparison one. Next is the trend. So you can choose positive trend, that means it's growing, this particular keyword is growing. Okay, next is neutral. Then of course is, it's not fluctuating, so it's quite balanced. And then you have negative, which is sort of dipping down in terms of the search volume. And then the competition itself, so you can choose like the competition score. Like the higher it is probably much more competitive. Okay, and then so you can filter that. And then the search volume, you can filter that as well as the CPC cost. Okay, so it will tell you the average CPC right here, which is 26 cents, 47 cents, and so on. So if you turn on the advanced mode, it's going to show you as well. I mean, it's going to tell you like in the basic one as well, it does tell you like the trend, which is similar to this, right? So there is an uptick, right? And then there's the traffic has gone down. The trend, is going on a downward trend, so it's going to tell you that as well. Okay, so if you turn on the advanced mode, it's going to tell you like the visibility of the keywords. Okay, uh, okay, so and then this is the collective count, gives the count of keywords across every search. Okay, I am not too sure what this tool is yet, but I don't think there's much information on this yet. So let me just kind of go back, because this is a very new tool, right? New feature built in. But here we are. I think this is where we want to know for the CPC information, right? Because what happens is that a lot of tools give us the average CPC, which is like, maybe you score a 5 out of 10 kind of quality score. So that's why your CPC score is, the CPC cost is the average CPC cost is very high. But actually, sometimes maybe their quality score is actually on the lower end, which is, let's say, 2 or 3. Okay, for example, this keyword right here that says blood pressure monitor Guardian, right? So in Singapore, Guardian is a pharmacy which is very popular. It's like in every shopping mall itself, right? So so Guardian, because the keyword Guardian, the brand name isn't there, so the CPC cost is always going to be slightly higher, because you're bidding on a competitor keyword itself, right? So you can see that actually the average CPC's cost is 26 cents, while the high bid is 3. Okay, so that means if someone score a 1 out of 10 quality score, they'll be paying 30 cents per click. But most people are going to be paying 26 cents, while Guardian themselves, they're going to be paying at 9 cents per click, as you can see, right? So this is actually very good information, I would say, because this kind of gives you like what you're going to be paying on, because when we run ads, of course, we are not going to be looking at the high bid or the average CPC. What we want to be looking at is the low bid, right? Because we're going to try and aim for 10 out of 10 quality score, so that we can score, we can get the cheap clicks in, right? So that's what it is, cheap but high quality clicks in, right? So this will give you a very good information, like 11 cents, 9 cents. So those are the ones that we want to try and achieve, right? And then we can work out the numbers. So usually you might get like you've got a good price on your website, maybe you get about 20-30 clicks, you're going to get a conversion, right? So if you calculate this 20 to 30, that's about $2 to $3, and you get a sale. And then maybe this product itself, you earn $30. That's just a 10% margin that you give away for the SEM ads itself, right? So I think that's very worth it. I think there's very, very good information in there. And I think pretty much that's all I have to share about Relyft. Overall, there isn't any tools like this other than SparkToro. There isn't a lot of alternative out there, and I think that this is a very good, useful tool, because as compared to SparkToro, Relyft has a very good pricing right now. So if you are watching this video, and I think that if you want some kind of insights on your audience, rather than jumping into something completely blind, Relyft is going to help you with that, right? So I think this is very useful for anyone who wants to start a business, or if you are into e-commerce, you are looking for new products, or you are trying to launch new services, things like that. I think Relyft is going to come in very handy. Okay, so that's all I have to share about Relyft. If you enjoyed this video, do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about Relyft in the comments below. Lastly, if you know anyone who can benefit from Relyft, be sure to share this video with them, right? I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.